Defending 2A champion Mountain View was back in Laramie on Saturday looking for another trophy to take home. Standing in their way was the extremely quick Buffalo Bison, and they had some speed to burn in this contest. Rowan Ruby was a shining example of the quickness Buffalo possessed. Late in the first quarter, he has some room to roam and zoomed 67 yards for a touchdown, outrunning everybody, and that gave the Bison a 7-0 lead. Ruby wasn't finished. He came through with a 35-yard run for a TD in the second quarter to increase the Buffalo lead to 13-0. Ruby for the game had 217 yards rushing on 28 carries. The Buffalo defense had some opportunities as well. Mountain View quarterback Kimbo Madsen will be picked off here by Nathan Swanston. That was one of 5 interceptions thrown by Mountain View in the game. That play set up a field goal to pad the lead to 16-0. It was getting worse before it got better for Mountain View. A bad snap on a punt put Madsen in scramble mode. After it's all said and done, Buffalo would take over at the Mountain View 10-yard line. So that gave the Bison a great chance, and they converted as Cody Millmine will get in from 7 yards out. He ran for 187 yards in the game, and Buffalo took a 23-0 lead at this point. Aaron Teal caught an 18-yard TD pass, so Buffalo had a 29-0 lead at halftime. Mountain View stepped up their game in the third quarter. Madsen will throw this one to Ashton Schofield that goes all the way down to the 1-yard line. So the Buffs in business, and that drive would be capped by Brigham Blumel, who muscles into the end zone. So Mountain View on the board, trailing 29-6. And the Buffs had more to say on offense later on in the third, as Madsen will find Braden Walk for a dozen yards and another touchdown, and it was 29-12 in favor of Buffalo. In the fourth quarter, we had a game as Brigham Blumel scored again. Mountain View reeled off 18 points in a row, and they trailed at this juncture by 11. But Buffalo showed some poise and found the end zone pretty quickly, as Ruby will go 22 yards, giving Buffalo some breathing room at 36-19. The Bison converted after another interception, with Hiram Hatch getting into the end zone to conclude the scoring. And Buffalo wins the 2A championship over Mountain View on Saturday in Laramie, 43-18, their first state title since 2005, plus finishing at 10-1. Mountain View wrapped up the season at 9-2.